So today I'm making cold porcelain, which is like a polymer clay substitute, except it's made with cornstarch. This is 8 ounces of cornstarch. This is 8 ounces of white glue. That get poured into the cornstarch. Find my spatula. So just have it. See, I use containers that we're never going to eat out of again. So these are actually my craft containers. One tablespoon of baby oil. That's 1 tablespoon of baby oil. And then I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon of vinegar, which for this you can use vinegar or lemon juice. I prefer vinegar. This is as a preservative to make sure no mold grows inside. It helps it last longer. So now that you have all that in, you just have to combine them now. And you could do the cold method, which is just combine them and knead them until it comes together. Or you could do the hot method, which you take and you put in the microwave or in a pot and cook it down, basically to get out the extra water and stuff that's in it and cook it down to make it thick. If you do the microwave method, it's going to take you like maybe 9 different 15-minute intervals to get it to cook down and thicken up. This is my first time doing a tutorial for making this. And of course, when you decide to do a tutorial, everything most likely will go wrong. So, yeah. Just heard my neighbor's kids go by. So as you can see, it got all thick. This is the ratio I use. There are a number of other videos that show the same method, I'm just trying to make sure I get all of everything mixed consistently. And once I do that, I'm gonna do the hot method. So I'm gonna take it, put it in the microwave, and you basically microwave it and then mix it after every microwave interval, 15 seconds, to make sure everything's incorporated. But right now I'm just mixing it because you're supposed to mix it till it's kind of smooth. It's not there yet. You want it to be able to make a ball before you start kneading it. You want everything to condense and be able to be together in a ball before you start to knead it. Okay, so I put like a little bit of cornstarch down on the surface so that when I go to start kneading it, it doesn't like stick everywhere. Some people put like the cornstarch on, like some people don't even use the cornstarch, they prefer to put oil. But I feel like this is still a little bit wet for my liking. So as you can see, this is at the 9 like revolutions in the microwave. The only thing about this is that you have to start doing it while it's still pretty hot. Like to get everything that same consistency. I'm just getting everything in the container. As you can see, some of it is like really sticky, but some of it is just like not. So that's what you're trying to get the consistency to be throughout the whole ball. Basically, like this is fairly still hot, but not hot to where I'm burning myself, because I did let it rest a bit while I was cleaning off my surface, which I didn't clean off good enough because there's my phone, but whatever. So basically, you're just trying to work out and knead any bumps that formed. Like they're sticky, but not really. this off. This will be an air dry clay. It's very hot, but very firm, which is what I'm looking for. If I was to pour teardrop shapes, it would come out in teardrops. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for it to be the consistency to hold a teardrop shape. So I'm going to continue doing this, and then I'll be back because you have to let it rest at least 24 hours, but I'll be back when I go to show you how to store it and how you should store it so that it can rest for 24 hours. Okay, so to store it, I rolled it into this nice little bowl. You need to put it on foil paper, which you use the baby oil for this time. A few drops like that. Add some to my hair. Try to get this baby a nice rub. Every time I do it with my hand, I just love to squish and play with it. This is it. Satisfying fun right here. Excuse my practice. I always got tons of everything on it. So, yeah, it is nice oiled bowl. Just make sure you don't touch air. Getting in. Air bubbles. This doesn't seem to want to continue to hold, so I'm going to just put another layer of cling wrap to it, and yeah, let it rest for 24 hours. Most likely I will be back with some tutorials and uses for how I use it. Okay, bye.